Almost every organization was forced to shut down during the pandemic. That included one that helps people with special needs. Now, Merrimack Hall is back open. Our Ayana Willoughby tells us all about the Hall's new normal.
It's been a little over a year since Merrimack Hall Performing Arts Center had to close their doors because of the pandemic. Now, after overcoming some tough financial hardships, they're finally back open.
When we, just like everybody else, we did take a hit because we had to shut our doors very abruptly. That was a loss of revenue from tuition.
Merrimack Hall Performing Arts Center is a creative outlet for children and adults with special needs. They give individuals the space to learn, grow, and interact with others.
Being back really has been indescribable. This building, it's a great building, but it's even better when our people are in the building.
After the pandemic hit, they were forced to shut down in-person activities because they weren't receiving enough financial support through tuition. Part-time staff were temporarily laid off as activities moved online. Now, after a little over a year, they've been able to welcome everyone back.
So we were able to, yes, we have been able to bring back all of our part-time staff. Everyone was very eager to get back.
Now that everyone is back, Merrimack Hall is practicing COVID-19 safety guidelines like social distancing and wearing masks. Although their doors have opened, those who weren't ready to participate in person can still tune in online.
While we were on Zoom, we were able to reach people all across the United States. We have participants in Arizona, lower parts of Alabama, Tennessee, Georgia.
Putting the Valley first, I'm Ayana Willoughby, WZDX News.